Good morning, gang. Happy Thursday morning, if you can call it that. Okay. Uh, Today ought to be an interesting day. We're going to see liberal heads explode all over the place. Unfortunately, it's just figuratively and not literally. But yeah, so we have a couple of events that happened yesterday that you probably are aware of by now, but I want to go into them a little bit. First one, yesterday afternoon, we have a new Speaker of the House. Good. Okay. I mean, at least who the Speaker is. Mike Johnson, hardcore conservative Republican from Louisiana, is our new Speaker. Now, give you an idea a little bit about Mr. Johnson. Okay. He is the most junior representative to be elected Speaker in decades. Okay. But here's the good thing, and this is why liberal heads are going to explode. He is pro-life. He is anti-sending money to Ukraine so Zelensky's wife can go shopping. Okay. He was one of the attorneys, I guess, if you will, that was defending Trump in the sham impeachment trials. He is a MAGA Republican. Good. Now, of course, you have all the liberal bobbleheads going, oh, he promotes insurrection. You know, all the crap that they come up with. I mean, Adam Schiff, AOC, Ilhan Omar. I mean, all the bottom of the barrel scum in the Democrat Party are going, oh my God, he's terrible. He's going to destroy the country. I love the comment. You know, he's a threat to democracy. We aren't a democracy. Yeah, he is a threat to democracy. He wants to keep us a constitutional republic. Okay, yeah, we're not going to have mob rule like you want. But so you're going to see all sorts of stuff today about condemning this man. Now, I'm going to say this. This is my personal opinion, and you know me. I was certainly pro Jim Jordan, okay? I wanted to see him get the speakership. But after hearing this, after Mike Johnson getting it, I think this is actually better than Jordan being speaker. Why do I say that? Well, Jordan is still the head of the House Judiciary Committee, who's going after Biden. And Mike Johnson is all aboard the Trump train, so he's going to be very happy to go after Biden. Maybe this House will blow some holes into bigger ones, into the lies that the Democrats have put out, you know, about how he's just a father who loves his son. Oh, he's got the American people always first in his mind. Yada, right. Well, the world's blowing up. Joe's laying on the beach. Okay. I mean, talk about a scary thought. See that wrinkly old man laying out on the beach. Okay. Thank God Secret Service keeps everybody away. I mean, that would be an assault to people's eyes. I mean, domestic terrorism, yeah. I mean, how many kids are going to wind up with mental disease from seeing Joe Biden in a Speedo? But speaking about mentally deranged, all right, and we're going to go into this one. This is the other one that's going to make liberal heads explode today. In case you didn't see last night, we had another shooting, another mass shooting, and this one was big, okay? A guy, 40 years old, okay, who was a shooting instructor, a firearms instructor, Army reservist, mental patient, went into a couple of different places, a bowling alley and a bar in Lewiston, Maine, and as of the most recent news I can find here at 6:30 in the morning, so far we have 22 dead and 30 wounded. Okay. Yeah. Now, many, many times I have said, do not leave the house without one of these. It's funny because on Monday nights, I bowl. Yeah, one of those little things you didn't know about me. But do I carry when I go to the bowling alley? Yes. And the funny thing is, just a couple of days ago when I went, I thought about it. I'm like, it's a little uncomfortable. Not terribly, but, having a pistol on my hip, in my pocket when I'm bowling. And I'm like, is anything really going to happen in a bowling alley? Guess I got my answer. Okay. Now I carry, so it wasn't like I said, forget it, I'm not going to do it. But this is the point there. Wherever you go, even if it's awkward, carry. Now this is Maine, okay? Maine is in my opinion at least, a relatively rough and tumble state, okay? A lot of outdoorsmen, a lot of people that know their way around firearms, and it amazes me that nobody in that bowling alley, nobody in that bar, and bar I'll give you because there are laws against having a firearm while you're drinking alcohol. Make your choice wisely. But it amazes me that nobody was able to return fire. Now, as of this morning, from what I can tell, they still haven't found the guy, okay? They've named a person of interest. They've put out pictures of him. They've put out pictures of his vehicle. And he'll be found very soon. And it'll probably be another suicide by cop thing. It'll be a gunfight and the guy will end up dead. Good. More power to him. Unfortunately, him being dead doesn't bring 22 people back. And of course, him doing that, we'll never find out what his reason would be. Maybe he's pissed off that Mike Johnson got elected speaker. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the guy's political persuasion or anything of the sort. For all I know, he's a conservative. Okay, could be. Not just saying. Okay. Take Maine. Maine's overwhelmingly conservative, with the exception of the area around Portland. That's why we get Angus King. And then you get Susan Collins and stuff like that. So you still get rhinos and a whole 9 yards. But what you're going to see today and over the next week or so is all the liberal gun nuts come out and say, this is why we need to have magazine capacity restrictions. This is why we need to have red flag laws. This is why we need to have medical tests and background checks and all this crap, okay, to own a weapon. Now, they already run background checks, okay? Unless it's a private sale, guys, good luck buying a weapon anywhere without running a background check, okay? Sure, there are some exceptions, okay? But, you want to buy something online, it's got to be shipped to an FFL. You want to go into a gun store, you've got to run a background check. Hell, most of the gun shows anymore, you have to have a background check run before you can do anything. If you find some guy on Facebook Marketplace, or I don't even know if they sell guns on there, but I know there's online gun trader and stuff like that where, two individuals can connect and sell a weapon. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to do a background check on that. All right. But so their arguments fall flat. Okay. They never think the other way around. We have to have red flag laws. See how that one works. Okay. Gee, I don't like my neighbor because he doesn't take his trash cans in 20 minutes after the trash is picked up. He must be crazy. You think I'm kidding? That's why they want these red flag laws, because then if anybody can say anything, they're just going to drive down the street, look in the mailbox and go, oh, here's the name on the mailbox. He doesn't prune his evergreens the way I like. he must be crazy. And I mean, that's literally what their plan is. Okay, don't sell these gun nuts short. They'll, of course, in the next couple of days, they're going to bring up Sandy Hook, and they're going to bring up the nightclub down in Florida, and they're going to bring up every other shooting. And they're going to say, if we didn't have guns, none of this would happen. Right. Tell that to Chicago. I know you've heard that a million times, right? No guns allowed in Chicago. Killings all over the place every weekend. Tell that to California. No guns, for the most part, allowed in California. Still have shootings, right? Gang shootings. Tell that to Great Britain. Nobody can have guns whatsoever. Tell that to Australia. Nobody can have guns whatsoever, for the most part. Okay. And what do you have? You have knife attacks. There was something I saw yesterday, just as a silly one. In the United States, I think it was Collier Noir who had this up. There are nearly as many killings in the United States committed by hammers as there are by rifles. Okay. So when we start banning assault hammers, let me know. Okay. Just remember today, when all the liberals are running around like chickens with their heads cut off because, oh my God, their perfect little utopia, their imaginary world, fairy dust and unicorns that they want doesn't exist. And oh my God, the scary MAGA conservatives are destroying everything. No, just remember who's destroying everything, okay? And I will put the same challenge out I put out all the time. Please tell me one accomplishment in the last 50 years the Democrat Party has had. One thing. Tell me one thing they have done that has been better for the American people. You can't. There aren't any. Okay? None. Not a single one. Everything they have ever done is detrimental to our society. We are in the shit we are in right now because of liberal policies. And whether it's voted on by liberals, Democrats, or rhinos, I don't know. But the only way back is to get to traditional values. And that's what you and I strive for every day. That's actually what prepping is. Okay? It's a return to traditional values. It's a return to God, family, country. It's a return to self-preservation, self-sufficiency. That's, if you really want to get down to it, it's funny when you hear liberals go, I'm a prepper. No, you aren't. You can't be. Your mind isn't there, okay? Because prepping is not a hobby. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. And by definition, what prepping is trying to return to traditional conservative values. And if a liberal tells you he's a prepper, welcome him to the Trump train. And if he says, well, no way, then you ain't a prepper, okay? You're a poser. Pinball out.